Okay, we're live. So I'm just kind of testing out live stream. Tonight I'm benchmarking the Asus Tinkerboard and the Raspberry Pi 3. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to do kind of like a casual stream just to see how everything's working. What you're seeing right now is the Asus Tinkerboard Tinker OS desktop. I'm still running that beta that was released on April 20th. And then in the corner there is actually a temperature sensor that I have running on an Arduino. Right now I've just had it kind of in the air so they'll get all its data sorted out, but I'm actually going to put it on the heatsink now for the Asus Tinkerboard, just so we can kind of see how the temps are with this thing. So the temperature reading obviously isn't like super accurate. It's just kind of giving you a ballpark idea of what's happening. I'm just gonna share that we're live. And the way that I'm capturing everything is capture card for the Asus Tinkerboard, and then screen. They've got just a mic set up live right now. Do. Throw it out to Tumblr too. Alright, so first up is going to be GL Mark II on the Asus Tinkerboard. I've been having a weird time with this benchmark on here actually. I'm just not sure if the configuration's being weird or what. I've tried updating the drivers and like making sure Mesa is all set, but I'm getting some funky results, so I'm not sure if this is going to be fully accurate, but I'm gonna try one more time to do like a quick config. So it's using the WAF configure. I'm blanking on what the it's with flavors equals. It's x11 dash. I gotta look at my notes. GL. How did I forget that? Alright, and then I'm just gonna run right now. So we might start to see some temp increases. I mean, it's already jumped from the ambient temp by like 10 degrees. We haven't even started yet. But yeah, see that failed set swap interval results may be bounded above by refresh rate. I'm just afraid it's making it lower than it needs to. It seems like there's an issue seeing the rock chip driver. And that frame rate's really low. And the frame time's really high, so I think it's going to affect the score. I just can't seem to figure out what's causing that. Ah, hey Matt, thank you. I was also, when I first ran GL Mark II, I was like, what are all these things? Like it's almost like a weird, like, 3D printing model. Yeah, those FPS are so low. But what's weird, Raspberry Pi I had no issue with. But I was able to go into Raspi config and change some settings so that it had the full GPL driver, but I can't seem to figure out how to do that with the Tinkerboard. I'm not sure if TinkerOS has that capability. So there's that. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I've really been enjoying the Tinkerboard. Like it's a really cool little board. How are those temps doing? Whew, toasty. Toasty. 93, 94. Yeah, we're in the low 90s now. The highest I've seen, I got up to 99 earlier this afternoon, which was exciting. I'm curious to see the temp differences between Asus and the Raspberry Pi. I haven't done any temps with the Raspberry Pi yet, but based on like touch, it felt a lot cooler. That also has a heatsink on it, and it's in a case, but I'm actually gonna take the lid off the case for the Raspberry Pis just to make sure that doesn't cause any my friend's saying it's not working on the stream isn't working on Facebook, but anyway, so it doesn't cause any like heating issues, so we can get some like fairly clean tests. We're about halfway through the GL Mark II benchmark right now. JK, I found you. My friend found me. Hi, Ari. Ooh, look at that jellyfish. Yeah, if anyone knows about this GLX Mesa swap control, I've tried a few different things. It's just not working. I don't know. This rabbit freaks me out every time. This looks like a weird, like Donnie Darko orb. Not into it. My friend is saying inappropriate things. Alright, if you want to participate, come into the chat. Looks like we're around 96 degrees Fahrenheit now. 97, around there. Oof, oof. Oh, we're done. Yeah, GLMark score 25. That's way too low. There's something wrong. I don't know. I just don't know. I was getting in the hundreds for the Raspberry Pi when I was doing that earlier. I haven't done like an official benchmark for it yet, but I don't know. Alright, well, let's change directory. Let's run, I had a request to do a benchmark for, what was it called? Got a great memory tonight. I'm doing really well. JavaScript Octane 2.0. So that's a browser-based benchmark. And I got the dude who requested it had some interesting info. It was originally made by Google, but I guess Microsoft was scaling the results to benefit, so it used to being root, their Edge browser, so that they could say like it was better than Chrome. So now Google's abandoned it, which is pretty funny. Looks like temps are coming back down to the low 90s, so that's good. So, start Octane 2.0. Everyone, please welcome my childhood friend Ariel Cohen to the chat. Oh, it's over. 69.96. Exciting. Alright. Get out of that. The other thing we're going to do is Geekbench. And I found out Geekbench had this weird kind of secret. I think it's in this folder. Yep, dist. It runs binary. Geekbench has a like non-official distro for Linux on ARM processors. It's running Geekbench 2, but the Geekbench browser still has support for the Geekbench 2 benchmarks, so you can see them there. And I'll switch windows so then you can see it when it loads up. But let's run that. Maximize that. And I got this to run on the Raspberry Pi too, so we'll be able to compare. So the reason why it goes away is you can't like actually see like folder results, so you need to find the Geekbench browser, go to bear with me. Bear with me for 1 second. I'm gonna run it again. Okay. Okay, so it showed up. Just gotta get to. So it's browser.primalabs.com/geekbench2. Alright, and so these are the two benchmarks I just ran. So 4282 and 4289. Let's look at this. So there it recognizes the ARM rock chip and everything. Different scores. So in comparison to what Asus said, just scroll into it on another browser. It's actually, I kind of hate admitting it, but because not that I want it to do poorly, but I was kind of hoping they'd be like bloating their benchmarks a little bit. I'm actually scoring higher than their scores. I mean, I don't know if maybe Geekbench made them a special distro or something, but it's definitely higher. It's higher by like 100 on each score. Because integer performance, I got 3110 and they got 2785. And then floating point, that I got 7031 and they got 6870. So the hype is real, I guess. It's totally real. And even the I keep using my desktop mouse to try to scroll on the Asus. Even the memory, it's yeah, I got higher scores than they did. So like I said, unless they're using a different distro of Geekbench, but even on the I checked in Geekbench 4 and they don't have the ARM support even like the paid version, so I'm assuming they're probably still using the version that was created back like a year or two ago to kind of just test it out. I keep seeing on the message boards from the Geekbench people like, oh, the demand isn't there to do an actual distro for Linux on ARM, but I mean with Raspberry Pi and now Asus Tinkerboard and like you also have the Orange Pi and everything like that, like I feel like there is demand. And you know, if there's anything I've learned recently, like the ARM processors are kind of tricky with Linux, so they probably just don't want to deal with it, which I totally understand. But it's interesting, the kind of back and forth. So we're kind of hovering in the high 80s, low 90s now for temps. Post Geekbench. All right. think I'm gonna switch over to the Raspberry Pi 3. That means it's just gonna be a little bit quiet for a bit. I have to get it. I have to also just shut down the Tinkerboard, so could do that now. Alright, be back in a minute. Okay. So, I don't know if people were around when I was kind of describing the process, but for the Raspberry Pi, I also have a heatsink on here, and it's normally in a case, but I'm going to take the lid off so that it'll be open air, just like the Asus Tinkerboard was. And it looks like that's all shut down now. So, I'm going to take the temp sensor off. Also let it cool down a bit. Okay. The one thing though, like everyone's talking about the temps on the Asus Tinkerboard, like if you're used to PC temps, it's actually not that bad. It's just I think people aren't used to the single boards like being that hot. Oh, that is. Trying to make sure the cables don't pull the boards off the desk is like an adventure in itself. I'm sorry if that just caused some popping. My audio device just like went nuts. I think it actually my audio box is like on its way out. I've had it for a while and it seems like recently it just isn't playing very nice with Windows 10. Alright, temp sensor is going onto the Pi's heatsink. Okay. Oh, it's not getting. I lost the Pi. Darn.